That's why a lot of vitamin shop. So today, the beginning part, I'll talk about supplement because there's a lot of confusion and also cost a lot of money. Some supplement not cheap, 200-300. This. Are we wasting the money? Are we getting the value for the money? Everything is, we need to know because sometimes it's all marketing. Okay, so I want to focus on that a little bit. Of course, you know it's a very big industry. All right, depending on how you calculate. Some say 50 billion, some say 100 billion. It depends because it's very combined. I tell you why. Most of the statistics is those with figure one. Let's say GNC, Amway, whatever, add up, all these supplements. Then you got the herbs and all that. But if you add the China herbs, I think the sales become double, right? Some people take this zhong zhong chou and all this and all that, ginseng. Do you call that a supplement? If you add all that, it's a lot. Then in Malaysia you have those Malay one, you know. Then Indonesia you got the jamu and all that. So of course when they calculate, they don't add all this. They only add over the counter. You go to the pharmacy, you go to the shop, or through the direct selling. So the industry may be even more than 100 billion if you add that, herbs, everything. Alright? So it's very big. It's becoming a big part of our life. Alright? How about Singapore? Still a lot. I just ask you a question. Who do you think is the, you all sure know one, who is the number one brand in Singapore? 10% of the market share. GNC, correct. Who said that? 10% of the market share is GNC. Why? It's a trusted name. It's American based, right? And you go everywhere, you see every shopping mall got GNC, so must be okay. All say made in USA. But that's the good news, right? The bad news is in February this year they just got sued by the US government. GNC, Walmart, Target, a few of the big stores. Why? After I explain. The government carried a 3-year investigation into all these supplements. Alright? And just beginning of February, you go and Google February 2015, US government lawsuit. Later I'll show you the slide. They sued the company. So be very careful, okay? Just because it's the world famous and all that doesn't mean so. We need to know what's happening. So what is driving all this? Of course we know what. Some of us here like me also aging population, right? Number one. Number two, modern lifestyle, convenient. We eat convenient food, therefore we also know that we are maybe not so healthy. So we try to eat something convenient for health also. The easiest is vitamin pills and this and all that, right? Then also we have doubts over food quality. You go out and eat. Sometimes you know you have to eat, it tastes good, but you question yourself. Hey, this isn't really healthy, what to do? Today eat once a week, okay. So you have doubt over food quality. So because of this, you look for some supplement, right? Of course, this is also very important. Chronic disease means there's really no cure, right? The last talk I gave last month was to talk about disease. Most disease last time is bacteria, virus. You take medicine, kill the virus, kill the bacteria, you're okay. But cannot. Now you got high blood pressure, you got diabetes. 1 pill, 2 pill cannot kill. It's 1 pill, few years later become 2 pill, few more years become 3 pill, then you get kidney failure. So this is now the trend. So more pills are. I meet a lot of people, you know, 40 plus, 50 plus, they come and see me, oh, you know, I take 6 types of pill, blue one for this, red one for this, chocolate, oh, what to do? So one for each problem. Then they say, oh, all this will load your kidney. Never mind, I give you 1 more pill to strengthen your kidney. So this is what's gonna happen, right? So of course we can afford now. So last time, you know, vitamin, not so expensive now. Everything also 3-figure, like 100 to 100 level. Also, every time we hear new knowledge, which is driving the sales, like for example, rain soap. Oh, we're talking about gel pack. Oh, something different again. Right? Next time you don't know what it is. So new things coming up. So people switch and they want to try. Okay. So all this is driving sales. We know that already. So what's happening now? If you look at it in totality, what's happening is Amway actually was the first company that come out and did vitamin in a big way, right? And what, they took over a company called Life, making vitamin pills, and they started with pills. Then people realized, yeah, pills, not so good, cannot digest, cannot absorb, cannot break down, not so good. So they switched to powder. So you got powder mixed in the drink. So you got people like Amway pushing all the pills, capsules, and then of course Usana and a lot of these companies. Then you go to powder, which is who? Who's the biggest powder? Herbalife, that kind of people, right? Because shake, drink, meal replacement, so they went into that kind of market. Then these people get sued again because a lot of chemicals inside. Then I go back to herbs, so suddenly herbs become very popular, take these herbs, that herbs, all these things. Then, last few years, we're up to liquid now, or this juice, that juice, Monavi juice, Noni juice, all this juice, because people want to become more natural. So juice, obviously more natural. So that's why you go to the mall, you can see Boost juice, this juice, that juice. People want to go more natural, more fresh. Okay? All these people tell you that your food is not enough, your food is not enough quality, so therefore you need all this. Then started by offering pill was an easy solution. Now you go one fixed circle, going back to food-based. The trend is moving towards, because knowledge from the internet, from friends, we know, oh, all these are chemical, we want to go more. So the trend is moving towards food-based. Another trend is synthetic single nutrient. What is synthetic single nutrient? You go to any doctor, usually, oh, you got a cold, take vitamin C. Actually, believe or don't believe, they don't care, because the patient expects it. Actually, the test of vitamin C is very mixed. Some say work, some say don't work. Actually, vitamin C is something you need every day. It's water soluble. If you take too much, you pass it out to urine, tomorrow you're going to take again. So when you fall sick, it's usually too late already. Okay? So synthetic single nutrient was what these pills offered. Oh, people like vitamin C, so they sell a lot of vitamin C. People like vitamin E, so they make a lot of vitamin E. These are called synthetic single nutrient. So you feel that you lack this, but you don't really know. How do you measure? Right? You don't know. Well, we have a machine later, but last time they don't have such thing. So synthetic nutrient. Synthetic means not real, no, it's a fake one. So 90% of the vitamin C in the market is produced in China. Okay? Because it's the cheapest to produce. And it's chemical based. Alright? So you think it's good for you, but actually it's also harming you. Then a lot of people realize that, okay, this vitamin, that vitamin, I may need more than that. I need all of it. So you come up with synthetic multi, which is Centrum. You heard of Centrum? Yeah. Pharmaton. Centrum is owned by a big drug company. Okay, so Pharmaton, all this. Because most people say, hey, I'm not sure whether I need A, C, B, everything. I better take A to Z, counting. So the marketers know why synthetic? Because it's the cheapest to produce. So these are the things you will buy, you will find in the big supermarket like Tesco, Carrefour, Metro, Price Club, all those in America, Walmart. Because synthetic is the easiest. Just produce from the factory. So this is the trend. This continued for many, many years. And guess what? Most of the research show that this type of thing don't benefit anything. So that is why people say a lot of doctors will recommend forget about all these are wasting your money. It's true. Not only is it wasting money, usually it's also damaging because it's a chemical. It's not real. Your body don't like it. But you take it thinking that it's good. But this is actually harming you. I see a lot of cancer people, friends, introduce or cannot be, I've been taking 30 years this vitamin, that vitamin, and say, what to do? This is not the answer. So now, as the knowledge base increase, people moving towards single natural extract. Single natural extract means a little bit better than synthetic because they're trying to extract. Good example is mangosteen juice, that kind of thing. Oh, mangosteen is very good. Noni is very good. Take it out. Yeah? or vitamin C is very good, but I don't want to make synthetic, I want natural. So I put that extracted from pomegranate or cranberry or something that's very rich in vitamin C. And they start marketing this. This was the trend. Then people realize, come back to this again, one is not enough, better mix a few. So therefore you have a multi-mix of natural extract, right? You extract from this acai berry, blueberry, this berry, that berry, you find about 15 ingredients, small pack, multi-mix of natural extract, because this berry got this berry got that, this fruit got that, so then they market you this. So what are they doing actually? What is the industry doing? It's trying to catch up with the word natural and still trying to recreate. Actually what, if you think about it, we can get all this from the food we eat. But because we don't get to eat the food that way, the people who market it try to come up with a food replacement. Thinking that, oh, you take this, then you don't have to take normal food, right? So, it's a big circle. We go from food to supplements. Last time when you, 2 generations ago, there's no such thing as vitamin. My grandfather never even know what a vitamin is, right? We all eat food. Then my father's generation, maybe once in a while you take those cod liver oil, that kind of thing. But not much. My generation started a lot of supplements are coming out. So from food, we go to supplement. Today, we go back to food again. But we try to put the food in a package. Okay? So this is the progress and the cycle of supplement, what's happening.